Good morning, everyone. It is Rusty Rocus here with CoLab Lending. Just wanted to walk through our webinar Wednesday series with you, unlocking your dream home and navigating retirement and qualifying for a mortgage even after maybe you lose your traditional income or your normal paychecks that maybe you bought your last home with. One of the sales directors here at CoLab. Let's walk through this quick little agenda and see if we can help educate you a little bit on what to do whenever you're looking to buy that dream home. So our agenda is buying a home options without traditional income, of course. Buy before I sell. I don't want to list my house. I'm not listing my house yet, right? In this market, it's gotten extremely competitive, a little bit more fun to do that. So a couple ways to work around that with you. And then what's the best use of my retirement funds when purchasing? We'll walk through options here just to make sure that we can accommodate exactly what you need. It's specific for each client for what we need to be and use our accounts for. So when we're buying a home, retirement assets are one thing that we can utilize here. So whether that is a pension, Social Security, things like that, those are income that you're going to count on. Let's say you have other assets like IRAs or 401ks. We can utilize monthly distributions on these as income for you. So by setting up a distribution that'll continue for the period needed by underwriting, we can utilize that as income. So basically, you can write yourself a paycheck in order to qualify for the home that you need, as long as your assets will allow you to continue that payment for at least 3 years. There's different options whenever we look at this. Happy to go into detail with it later on. A little bit more about this. It's always case specific on, we don't want to drain our retirement assets here. So making sure we do this wisely. Lump sum withdrawals are another way to do it. I want to make sure that they are on there because sometimes it might make sense for some people to do that, but we'll kind of look at this a little bit later as well, just to say what's other options rather than lump sum withdrawal to purchase a home, maybe cash. Utilizing of assets as income. Let's say you have that giant retirement account that you've worked for forever, and with your brokerage, I could just utilize that without any monthly distributions as well. This would allow us to count that over 60-month period. I divide by 60 months and I get to utilize that as income based on your total assets that you have across that account. Buy before I sell. This is always a question I get quite often is I'm not listing my home until I haven't found another home to buy. In this market where we have a little bit of inventory struggle, that's one thing that I get often. Utilizing the equity in your home to buy a home is something that we can help with here. So by either utilizing a bridge loan or a home equity line of credit even, we can take out the existing equity and maybe you have a home that you own free and clear in order to purchase the next one so that you have a little bit of an overlap before you have to move out of your home. Nobody wants to show up to closing with everything packed in a truck, sell in the morning, and then buy in the afternoon. This is a little bit of a solution by using bridge products or home equity lines of credit in order to do that. The other thing, maybe you don't want to sell your home. You'd rather rent it out and utilize it as income. By utilizing a rental agreement here for at least a 12-month period, you can offset any payments or any liability you have with that current home that you own in order to free up your debt to income ratio to go ahead and buy. I've used a combination of these with a rental agreement prior in order to help that person keep a cash flowing asset to pay for the other home whenever they owned it free and clear. The other option is a recast. A recast is a fancy way of saying we're going to utilize the assets after you sell your home or your proceeds to make a more budget-friendly monthly payment here. What it does is, let's say we don't have the funds to put 50% down on the home, but we will have the proceeds to do that. By utilizing 5% down minimum to buy the next home with conventional financing, we close on the home with 5% down. And then after we sell your initial home, you can take that extra 200 or 100,000, whatever it is, and apply it as if you brought the funds to closing originally. That'll take that higher monthly payment that we have to start and then re-amortize it or recast it into a more budget-friendly monthly payment. So that's just another tool that we have in order to help you get into that next home and get you by utilizing proceeds. This is my favorite one that I get. What's the best use of the funds when purchasing? We're not CPAs. We are by no means your financial advisors, but we do work very closely with them. My goal is to make sure that whenever we are looking to utilize retirement assets, things that you have saved for your entire life, Our goal is to review options. I would love to have the ability to sit down with you and your financial advisor and talk through what makes the most sense for you. Is it buying a home cash? Is it making sure that we finance or create a monthly distribution to cover this new debt, and how we can do that best so that we utilize your funds to the highest and best ability here. My favorite thing that I have heard recently from a financial advisor I work with is that we're going to take a small amount out and let the money do the heavy lifting. With current market conditions, everybody's maybe retirement might be down a little bit more than what we had hoped. By utilizing compounding interest, they're going to have the ability to come back when the market comes back, and we have the funds in there to do the heavy lifting for you, so you don't have to worry about it. If you have any other questions, please let me know. You can scan the SQR code. It'll download the contacts for you right into your phone for my email address as well as phone number. Please let me know if we can help. Once again, thank you for joining us for Webinar Wednesday. I'm Rusty Rocus with Collab Lending. We move faster, so you can too.